Welcome to my YouTube channel. I will be making a 4-part series on how to collect media information from satellite broadcast here in Australia. We will start with installing a toroidal 90 dish. This dish is termed a parabolic reflector type dish. That is, it reflects signals twice rather than using a focal point. There are approximately 22 satellites in the southern hemisphere that beam around the northern New South Wales precinct. The design of the toroidal dish allows us to capture up to 15 of those satellites. We will focus on maybe 7 satellites. This dish does not need a rotor or a motor to operate. The satellites Intelsat 19, Optus D1, Optus C1, Optus D3, Optus D2, AsiaSat 4 and the NSS6 will be our focus. The dish depends on the satellites being closer to the equator and the satellites also containing TV services. Today, there is a few encrypted services, maybe 2. Back in 2004, there were several. Encrypted providers using only 2 adapted encryption systems. Erdito and NDS. NDS was employed by Foxtel, and it was basically the Erdito system with a bit of salt added to the algorithm. I am replacing the current toroidal dish. It's been there since 2001, and rust corrosion is a problem on the eastern coast of Australia. To cover what the satellites offer in this area, at 166 degrees east, the Intelsat 19 offers a vast selection of European channels. At 164 degrees east, the Optus B3 offers occasional TV feeds. At 160 degrees east, the Optus D1 offers Sky New Zealand, Freeview New Zealand and the ABC SBS Australia. At 156 degrees east, the Optus C1/D3 offers Foxtel. At 152 degrees east, the Optus D2 offers mainly Australian, but it includes TV from Netherlands, Japan, Macedonia, Iraq, Morocco, Egypt, Turkey, India, Russia, Thai, Vietnam, UAE, Oman, Romania and Hungary. At 122 degrees east, the AsiaSat 4 offers Asian and Chinese. At 95 degrees east, finally, vastly to the east, the NSS 6 offers Indian channels. Not to be confused, we also have satellite services in Australia from SpaceX, their Starlink, and OneWeb, Amazon, Iridium, Telesat, and LeoSat. These are all consumer-based LEO satellites, to say they are low Earth orbit. They have an altitude of around 160 to 2,000 kilometres and are designed for internet services. These satellites are not relevant to us. We are chasing TV services. Our type of satellite has a broad footprint. They're referred to as GEO, that is, geostationary equatorial orbit. These satellites are around 36,000 kilometres, usually above the equator. Being above the equator, they hold a stationary position in orbit. They don't need much fuel to stay anchored, and therefore are the correct price and value for TV services. In my vicinity, we are setting up for an approximate grid map of a latitude of around minus 28.8628 and a longitude of 153.5658. Google Maps and many mobile apps will help you find this. So there's no point starting with me with the world is flat, as I know better. We will also be looking for an elevation, that is the vertical angle, of 55.6. with an azimuth the horizontal angle equal to 1.7 on a magnetic compass, and a polarization of 11.5. That is where you spin the appropriate LMB to the correct angle. This is very difficult for 5, 6, 7 satellites on the one dish. When the time comes, we will simply use an oscilloscope to polish up and correct this operation. Otherwise, we could be here for a week. The aerial in the background is a vertical hustler, amateur radio, used for local radio waves like trawlers, taxis, fire, emergency, police, etc. These are called LMBs. They are low noise lockdown converters. They come in many forms. LMBs will collect the microwaves transmitted from the satellite. We need an LMB that can provide horizontal and vertical frequencies. The switch controls the LMB's polarity to ensure all microwaves are collected. This makes it easier for the switch to control and distribute flow. They need an episode for themselves. In part 2, we will demonstrate the multi-input Distech switch beneath the roof. It is the heart of the premise and routes all of the services to around the home. Thank you for watching. See you soon.